Hi my friends. Today I want to show you how to make an awesome peanut sauce. I feel like sauces are the key to delicious meals, especially when it comes to plant-based meals. So we always have a delicious sauce in our fridge for salads or bowls or dipping. And this peanut sauce is one that we make all the time here. It's one of Wes's favorites. And I made some veggie spring rolls for a picnic, and I was going to make this to serve alongside as a dip, and thought I'd bring you along with me. So we're gonna start with peanut butter, of course. I like to buy natural peanut butter. Only ingredient is peanuts. So we're gonna start with 1/3 of a cup of that. And as always, this recipe is over on my website, so no need to write anything down. And I'm just gonna use a big glass measuring cup to mix everything up in. So about 1/3 of a cup. And if you stick with me long enough, you will learn that I rarely measure anything. So I eyeball everything. So we've got our peanut butter. Next, we are going to do either soy sauce or tamari. I have an organic tamari, which is soy-free. And we'll do 2 tablespoons of that. Right. Next is a toasted sesame oil, and make sure it's the toasted kind because that's the one with all the amazing flavor in it. So I have an organic toasted sesame oil, and we'll do 2 teaspoons of that. And next is a rice vinegar. And we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of that as well. Right, and then our agave. So I'm using an organic agave. You can also use maple syrup. Just a little bit of sweetness helps the flavor, and we'll just do a little bit of that. So just like a 1/2 teaspoon. Tiny little zhuzh. All right, and then the juice of 1 lime. So I love citrus and I like my sauces pretty citrusy. So I'm gonna use the whole one. If you're not a huge citrus fan, maybe start with 1/2 and see how that goes, and add more if you want. If you roll the lime like this, it helps get the juices going before you cut it open. So I'll just squeeze that in. This sauce is great. I'm using it for a spring roll dip, but it's great to use on top of a stir fry or some kind of grain bowl. It's also wonderful for kids. Kids love to dip veggies and tofu cubes and all sorts of things in this one. All right. And next is some grated fresh ginger. So you can certainly leave this out if you want to, or use powdered ginger, but I think fresh ginger is really worth it. So I'm just gonna cut off a little piece of that root and peel it down a little bit. Smells incredible. So I've got it all peeled down, and then I have a microplane here. Then I'll just put over my sauce and grate it in. So maybe about a 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon, depending on how much you like the ginger flavor. All right, so let me grab a spoon to stir this up. All right, so now we're just gonna stir that up. And it's gonna feel pretty thick. We're gonna thin it out with water, but it's easier to stir it at this stage. So we'll stir it up until it forms kind of a thick paste. And then we'll slowly add in the water to get it to the consistency that we want. So about a half of a cup, but if you want it to be thicker like a dip, then maybe a little bit less. If you want it to be really saucy and pourable for a stir fry, then maybe a little more water. And now we have this beautiful, beautiful peanut sauce. So that's kind of the base recipe, and then you can add or change things as you wish. So if you don't want to use peanut butter, tahini is really delicious, sesame seed butter as a substitute there. You can also add in, if you like spicy things, you can add in some crushed red pepper flakes, which I really love to do, or a little bit of sriracha in there. So have fun with it and let me know if you try it.